Well, I know it's not Sunday, but oh no, maybe it is Sunday. Yeah, it is Sunday. So we're making Sunday gravy. Yippee. So I went ahead and I diced up my veg, which includes those frozen peppers that I bought. Now, if you have frozen peppers that you've put in the freezer yourself, now's the time to use it up in your Sunday gravy. If you don't like peppers in your gravy, then don't put them in. If you have a frozen tomato that you popped in the fridge before losing it completely to the tomato gods, whoever they are, rotten tomatoes, before it went bad, then pop it in your pan now, and you'll see in no time at all the skin will start to come off. Now, another thing you can do is just put a little X on the bottom of your tomato, and the skin will just peel off. So I put celery, carrots, zucchini, and those peppers, and I'm just going to let that saute a wee bit with some seasoning. Now, I know you're probably saying, again? With the Italian meatball seasoning? Well, it's so good. I can't resist. So I'm just putting 1 tablespoon in for now, just to get it mixed in with those delicious vegetables. And now, if you're in the habit of throwing out your little bits and bobs, what I do is I just cut off the stalk end, and I keep this. If you want to go ahead and break it up, I have a plastic container in the freezer that I use to make stock. So when I'm ready to make a soup or whatever, I just, or even if you don't want to do it the day of, I just put it in the slow cooker, all my little vegetable bits and bobs, with some water, and I let it simmer all day long, and then I go ahead and put it in plastic containers, pop it back in the freezer, and it's ready to use whenever you need vegetable broth. And guess what? It didn't cost me a single thing because my water's free. I don't know about yours, but I use free water from the tap, and my vegetable bits and bobs. So stop paying for vegetable broth. You really don't have to. I know it's probably not that expensive now, but anyways. So here it is. I'm just going to go get some Italian seasoning, and I'll be right back. Okay, now, right about now, I would usually add some minced garlic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a wee bit of the stewed tomatoes from the can that I opened the other day, and I'm going to add some of my minced garlic that's mixed with sea salt. So that comes out to about a tablespoon of So I won't have to add salt again for the rest of the cooking process. So now you can leave it as is right now. You can just leave it as a vegetable tomato sauce, but I am going to add a bit of the some ground meat with, you guessed it, the Italian seasoning. So Italian meatball, I should say what it is, right? The Italian meatball seasoning. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. And if you like meatballs, your kids like meatballs, whoever you're making the sauce for likes meatballs, well, now's the time to make some meatballs. So I'm going to add one more tablespoon of the seasoning to this amount of meat. So let me just do that right now. Sorry, I have a little bowl of water here that I like to keep handy just to wash my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and add one more tablespoon to my mixture. Now, if you don't want to make meatballs, the mixture is blended in with the meat now, so you don't have to make meatballs. That's the two are married now, and this isn't a modern marriage. This is a marriage that will obviously last. So I will bake some little mini Swedish style meatballs and pop them in my Sunday gravy. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've made the meatballs. As you can see, they're bite size. Unlike when I go to North Bay to visit a friend of mine, Mello, she likes to go to that 50s diner, and she always orders the same, the spaghetti and meatballs. And they bring on top of the mound of spaghetti these meatballs that are the size of baseballs. And she just loves it. By the time she's finished eating the two meatballs, she has no room for the spaghetti left. But anyways, so remember what I said about making the little X or cross mark on the bottom of your tomatoes? Well, here's why. Now the tomato peel just comes right off. You can plop your tomato back in there. Now remember what we're doing with this, right? We're putting it into our stock container. Don't forget that. If you're not into doing the whole stock thing, I understand. I realize I'm a bit strange. But do put it in your composter. So I'm going to add the rest of my can of tomatoes, followed by, I know you're saying, but that's a honey jar. Well, a can of tomatoes fits in this honey jar. So now I'm going to put half. I'm not going to put half right away, but I have filled up half of the jar or can, if you're using a can. And this gives me a chance to regulate how much water I'm putting in. So I've put in some water, and now I'm just going to pop the lid on here and let this simmer away. So I believe I've only added, yes, I only added 1 tablespoon of seasoning to my sauce. So right now I'm going to add that second tablespoon. So I added 2 tablespoons of the Italian meatball to the sauce, and I've added 1 tablespoon of minced garlic with sea salt. Now you're probably going, well, why isn't she stirring it around? Because I have that ring of meatballs and I don't want to squish them. So the lid goes on, and I'm going to put this down to, let's say, a 3. And you know what? I think I'm going to wait. Sorry. I'm going to, oh, it is boiling. Okay, so because it's boiling, I brought it down to a 3, put the lid on, walk away. And I'll be back later to check, see if I need to add some water. And I'll be able to give it a good stir because the meatballs will be cooked. So we'll see you in a little bit. Bye now. Well, here I am. And check out this sauce. I've already eaten a meatball. It was absolutely delicious. It still has a wee bit of cooking left. And I didn't have to use the Italian seasoning. Just the 2 tablespoons of Italian meatball seasoning was plenty. Now I still have this much left in my package, and I've already had 2 meals with this, and family size meals, I'd like to say. So I'll probably get 3 or 4 meals per package. So this still has a wee bit of cooking left to do. So I am going to let it simmer away, and I'll go back to doing my stuff that I do. And we'll come back to this. I'm sure we'll have a few meals out of it. I know I will definitely be eating a meatball sub. It's going to be absolutely delicious. And a pasta meal as well. So, we'll see you soon.